Hey guys, just a little quick message before this video starts. There are 5 different parkour moves in this video, so I'm putting all of them in the description and at what time they appear. So if you just want to look at a certain parkour move, then it'll be in the description for you to look at and see, like, so you don't have to wait through the entire video, because it's a pretty long video so far. So, just check the description and see if your move's in there. Alright, on with the video.
Hey guys, so we're bored, so I was thinking, if you've seen our recent parkour videos, you've seen how we do, I do these flips.
Not me.
Off trees, benches, etc. So I was thinking you guys might want to learn how to do some of that. So today I'll be teaching you how to do a backflip off of a tree. So here's just me doing it once. That was very bad, but you get the idea. So for me, I take a 3-step approach, and then, so 1, 2, 3. It's important to plant this foot a little bit to the right of your target. So you're gonna wanna take 2 steps on the tree. One pushing yourself up, and the next one for rotation. And then, so you're gonna want, whichever your dominant foot is, that's gonna be the foot that you rotate with. So, and your plant foot. So I'm right-footed, so I'll start like this for my run-up. I'll start with my left foot up here because I'm gonna launch off my right. Take 1, 2, 3 steps back. I recommend a 3-step approach. So it's like 1, 2, 3, push up, and then your next step will be for the flip. So let's go over that. The simple 3-step. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do it with the rotation step. But on my second one, I would throw my body over. So now for the rotation, it's really, you don't have to rotate that much. Like here's one with little to no rotation. So let's get our step. 1, 2, 3. That one had no tuck or anything, really, that I could feel. So that one I went very high. The main thing to this is height, because once you're in the air, it's really easy if you push off with that foot to flip over. So yeah, just 1, 2, 3, plant with this foot. Drive yourself up as high as you can, because you want to get as tall as your first foot as high up on the tree as you can. So that way it plants, and you just push up and push out. The most important thing is out, because I've seen a lot of people, they run up and they just flip, and then they keep their momentum going straight into the tree. So you have to push that's why you use the plant foot also as a rotation foot, because you step and you push out for rotation and to get away from the tree, because you have to change your momentum. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Just the 3 steps: the run up, or the approach, whatever you want to call it, the step, first plant your foot on the tree, and then the 3rd step would be your rotation. All right, so we just learned how to do a tree backflip. Now we're gonna learn how to do a round off backflip. So the tree backflip is very easy because it's off a tree, so you have a lot of height already. This is completely flat ground, as you can see. I just found a decent patch of grass, and I'm gonna be trying it here. I haven't actually done it yet. Probably should have tested that. Oh well. So the main thing for the round off backflip is sticking it on your round off. So on the round off, you want to pick up as much speed as you can. And when you stick your feet, you don't want to bend down and go into a standing backflip. Like for standing backflip, you'd be like this. But for a round off, all you want to do is push a little bit and pump all that momentum from going this way up. So you want to go like this. So for the round off, you're gonna want to, it's like a traditional cartwheel, except you bring both your feet. That was a cartwheel. So you want to bring both your feet together on the landing, like that. You just want to bring both your feet right, like as close together as possible, to the point where you have a good 4, maybe 5 inches in between. So that way you can push straight up for your backflip. So do that one more time, just to show you. all the way around, stick it. And you're gonna wanna take the momentum from when you land. Notice how when you do that, you're gonna be falling back. That's the momentum you wanna push up. You wanna push all that momentum from when you land up and throw your arms as high up as you can, because that's gonna get you a lot of your height. Notice, as I'm not gonna do the backflip, I'm just gonna show you how throwing your arms up will change most of the momentum. I got a ton of air on that, but in the actual backflip, you'll be throwing your arms up, and I was resisting it, so that made it harder for me to control, but I'll be throwing it backwards as I go up. So yeah, now to get into the backflip. So after your round off, you're gonna land, plant right here, throw all your momentum up and around. So once you learn how to do the round off back handspring, I recommend practicing on a downhill and try to just flat back handspring or something. Like that's how I learned to do backflips and stuff. So just a flat back handspring, and then work on, for your round off back handsprings, work on height on your back handspring, and eventually, instead of pushing out, push up and tuck. I recommend practicing all this on a downhill. Over there is where I learned. There's a little downhill. That's nice. And that's where I learned to do most of my flat ground tricks. All right, now I'll actually show you guys a round off backflip. So here we go. As you can see, I got a lot of speed. I got as much speed as I could. And then I did the round off, planted my feet firm. And as you notice, I didn't bend my knees that much. I didn't absorb anything. I changed the momentum from backwards to up. So let's review our three main parts of the round off backflip. First of all, your approach. You're gonna want a good 10, maybe 15 feet. That's probably exaggerating, but whatever. To get as much speed as you can. And then once you feel comfortable, you take a stutter step, which is like that. Like you're planting to do something. So I'll just show you that one more time. It's like a little stutter step, like that will get you ready for most like tricks in parkour and jumping off ledges. That's what I do. I step, and it's like a plant with this foot, and you push off with this one, and it helps with the rotation. So first of all, that's the first one, the run up, stutter step, then the round off, and plant. It will be your second main part of this. So that will be your second. And once you land that, the third thing is commitment on the tuck. For the tuck, you want to get up as high as you can. Focus on height. Don't focus on how far back you're going to go, because that will never matter. You just focus on as high as you can go. So I'll show you guys one more time, and then hopefully this video will help you guys learn how to do it for yourselves. And once again, I strongly recommend practicing on a downhill, because this can be very sketchy, but it's also a very impressive, easy move. Yeah, so that's it on that one. Okay, so I just taught you guys how to do the round off backflip. Now, this will be sort of the approach. I know we kind of did it out of order, but that's just the way it goes. So this is what I recommend learning before you try the round off backflip. And this is the downhill that I mentioned in the earlier video portion. This is the downhill that I learned. So
We were over there.
yes, we were. So, okay, you're gonna think I'm really stupid, but this is how I've taught several people how to do it. So you're gonna wanna do like a cartwheel, but you're gonna be going this way. So you're facing forward, and you're gonna wanna throw your body over like this. You're gonna wanna throw your body over and get used to that backwards motion. Just throwing your body over like that. I know it doesn't seem like it'll help, but trust me, it will. And I'm gonna teach you how to do like a standing back handspring first, because that will prepare you. So just a simple, keep on getting more and more, and try to put your head straight back when you do it. So just like looking back. Just keep on doing that until you're 100% comfortable. And so I'm comfortable with it because I've been doing it for a while. So now I'll take the next step, which is to try and go straight back. You're probably not gonna get it your first few times, so make sure you're really comfortable with that one move. And you can go slow and just practice putting your head all the way straight back. Remember, always spot yourself with your head. So you always have to look straight back. So here, get on the side of me. I'm gonna just do one to show you how does. This is just a flat back handspring. As you can see, I spotted with my head the whole time. That's the most important part. So you're gonna wanna go over like that. I can't do that because I'm not flexible. But so once you're comfortable with this, that'll get you used to flipping backwards. And then you can go on a downhill. It makes it a lot easier on downhill. Like I'm doing it on downhill right now and it's super easy for me. Just going simple, straight back over. So yeah, there's not much more to that, except throw your arms over and be sure to kick your legs. And then it's sort of like sending a backflip with your hands down. It's pretty simple. Now to the round off. You know how to do round off, obviously. That was in the previous video. The simple stutter step, stick it. It's sort of the same concept, but it's not as important. In this, it's mainly your back handspring, because if you can do it flat, you can for sure do this. So I'll do it in sections. So round off, back handspring. And then, so I'd recommend doing that first, just to, if you're good enough for that. It depends what level you think you're at. That would be for more advanced, the stop in between, then you could adjust on getting faster. But if you don't feel completely confident in your standing back handspring, then I recommend getting some momentum. So here's it with momentum. It's pretty simple. Just stick. It's basically like the round off backflip, except you stick your hands down, and always remember, you will catch yourself. Even like it's instinct, you're gonna catch yourself all the time. Your hands will be thrown over and they'll already be there to catch you. That's why you have to keep your hands. Your hands are the most important part. You gotta keep your hands there because they will catch you every time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then if you guys want to learn how to do more in a row, like here, I'll do like 2. That sounds good. So I'll do a round off into 2 back handsprings. And that, for the concept of that is mainly try to keep your momentum as long as you can. Like my most I think is 4, like round off into 4 back handsprings. And you just gotta stay focused, always throw straight back over your head, commit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So here we go. Okay, so I slipped at the end just because that's a downhill. But yeah, as you can see, I kept my momentum. I always spotted straight over my head, and I kept my momentum's the huge thing in this. So yeah, let's go over the 3 parts. So approach, stutter step, round off. So you got the round off, stick it, and then you have your throwing over with your arms. Keep momentum whole way, and then you're able to do that. And then it's the landing that's the most important. You have to commit. Remember, hands always catch you. So you throw over, stick your hands out, keep them from when you send it over behind your head. Keep your hands out the whole time. That will catch you and your legs will follow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just do it one more time, because why not? Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, that's it on that one. Okay, so another thing in parkour is a lot of parkourists find themselves in tough situations, whether it's people don't like them, don't want them to do it on their property. So a lot of times you get stuck in a high place and you don't know what to do. So obviously your first thought to jump, but that's obviously gonna hurt unless you know this very simple trick. So if you follow me over here, I'll teach you how to do a very simple parkour roll, if you will. And it's where you jump off, you land, and you roll to absorb the impact of the ground. Okay, so now that you're up on your roll, and someone screams at you to get down.
Hey, get down!
Oh no, what do? I can't climb all the way back down, and the jump would hurt. Uh-oh. So this is where the parkour roll comes in handy. So it's pretty simple. You just jump, compress your legs down to absorb the impact from your feet, because it'll hurt the bottom of your feet once you've been up here for a long time, because they won't feel like the impact of the ground all the time, so they get soft. And you land, throw your shoulder down, tuck, get into a ball, and then you can pop up easy. So here, I'll show you guys real quick. Here I go, ready? As you can see, I just jumped down, didn't plant my feet at all. I let my feet hit the ground as I go. I absorbed a little bit of the impact, so that way it doesn't kill your shoulder. Also, this isn't the best ground to do it. So you land, you tuck, and you pop up with your legs. You push up, and you can easily pop up. And then just be ready to run, do another move if you want to do that in a video or something. So yeah, I'll show you one more time. And it's a pretty simple move. It just helps in most senses when you're trying to jump off of something for like a video, or you just want it to look cool, or you find yourself in a sticky situation. So back up here, once again, 3 main things. The jump, make sure you want to get a decent amount away from the wall, and make sure there's nothing in front of you. Like my closest threat would be that pole right there. You want to make sure you have a good distance from that pole to you, because the roll is going to take up a solid 10, maybe 12-ish feet. So preparation, you're going to want that, step 1. Step 2, the jump down, tuck your legs in, sort of. You want to extend them and then tuck in once you feel the ground hit your feet, and then throw that shoulder over. And then step 3 is the pop-up, where after you roll, push off your left leg or right, whichever way you roll. You pop up and you're easily in a stance ready to go to do whatever you want. So here, I'll show you guys one more time, and hopefully this video has taught you how to embrace the impact of a drop. Yeah. What are you doing? We have one more parkour subject to teach them.
Oh God, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, now that I think we're ready. So this one will be if you find yourself in a tight situation where there's a very narrow escape point and it's elevated off the ground. So say you could be a big wall, like 2 walls meet, and then there's something in your way, or you just want to make it look cool, like a swing jump. Very simple right here. I'll just show you. It looks kind of cool. I mean, just jumping through. It doesn't require much skill. It can look cool. Here, I'll show you from this angle. Just like so. It's just to get you through some tight spaces at times. I mean, you can jump through poles, whatever. It might look cool on like a video if there's a fence and you want to like have someone lay down or something, whatever you want, or just get air on it. That'd be pretty cool. So the higher it gets, obviously harder it is. So I'd recommend practicing on something low. I recommend practicing on a swing over sand. And like, what's gonna happen is, I'll teach you on this one, but I recommend practicing on sand. So for this one, so you're gonna wanna, you don't need a fast approach. You could probably just like stand here and do it like, yeah, okay. So you don't need an approach or anything. That's not important, but I mean, I guess if you wanted to, I'd recommend probably like a 4-step. 1, 3, 4. Yeah, 4-step seems pretty good. So I'd recommend a 4-step on your run up, and then, so for the jump, you're gonna wanna jump off of whichever foot's comfortable for you. For me, I'm right-footed. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I jump off my right. So I run up, I launch off this foot, I sort of turn my legs, because the hips are one of the widest parts on your body, and your shoulders, hips and shoulders, you try to keep them aligned. So you're gonna jump like this and tuck your legs up. So I'll show you my 4 steps, and then notice how my shoulders and hips are always aligned. I'm not turning like this as I jump through or anything. My shoulders and hips are always aligned, so that way it keeps my body straight, and then I'll force my arms to go through smooth, and your legs, you gotta tuck up, like you tuck in like this instead of like that. You wanna tuck in like a cannonball, like you're going like, instead of like this, like a gainer or something. You're gonna want a bigger run up for a taller thing. For me, that's my preference. I'd want a further run up for a taller thing. So yeah, as you can see, it's about this high. I cleared that. I could have gone higher if I wanted to. And I had about this much room in between. So that was from me squaring my shoulders and my hips. square them so they pass through easy, because this is only like this thick, and then I have this much room, so that's easy. And then your legs, I tuck up like this. Some people go like this forward, and then they drag the other one behind, but that one leaves this one susceptible to getting caught in the chain or whatever you're jumping. So I'd recommend not doing that. Like most people jump here, I'll do it on the small one just so it's like easier. Most people go like, see, that's very susceptible to getting caught. So I would not recommend that one, because most people think it's easier just to lead with your front foot. But personally, I don't. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Just let's go over the 3 main steps. Your approach, probably a 4-step or longer for if you're getting a higher thing, just a further approach. Your step, and yeah, your jump. Just remember to square your hips and shoulders, keep your legs in tight, and lead with your arms. Other than that, it's really simple. So yeah, hopefully this video tutorial will help you guys learn to do this for yourselves. So don't forget to like and subscribe.